going on? I'm Lachy Hamill from Tasmania, now living in Melbourne. What's good?
Bro, I wanted to ask you, what do you think this scene needs the most right now? Like, what is the one biggest thing that is missing from the scene?
I feel like in general it's like unity and support for each other, and I don't know if that's a thing that it's lacking that it needs, but I suppose just like consistency. Keep pushing the envelope for like the highest quality shit you can.
Do you think people in Australia get to a point where there's not enough competition to keep driving them to get better? Do you think people get complacent, or are people generally constantly trying to move forward?
I don't know. I guess it really depends on the person. You can get complacent and comfortable if you choose to, I suppose, but there's always going to be something that's going to push you and motivate you if you let it, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much cool shit happening everywhere, like all over the world too. So you can really draw inspiration and motivation from anywhere.
That is definitely true. I know for me, when there's immediate competition around me, it definitely keeps me on my feet. But that is a very good point. If you're wanting to be driven, it's not. You don't have to look far to find someone that's doing something really good, right?
I feel like it does really help having that team around you that is also pushing really hard, because having that, like you're saying, the immediate sort of competition around you, like it can be a very motivating thing. And even if it's not like a competition, it's like, it's motivating to see your homies killing it.
I also wanted to ask you, do you have any advice for maybe some artists out there? Maybe they've been rapping for a while, but they're wanting to get involved in the scene and involved in the community. Would you have some advice as to how they should go about that?
Yeah, I reckon, like, as obvious as it sounds, just do it. You know, just go to the gigs, just show up, show your face as much as possible, like show out, you know, talk to people, meet people. Like, there's a lot of opportunities for networking and for meeting people, and they're out there. You kind of just have to get out and do it. And meeting people in person counts for so much more than just social media shit, you know?
Yeah. You can build a real connection, right?
Yeah. That's easy on some level to just spam people with links on Instagram, or like, you know, post your song a million times on Facebook. But I think that it just gets lost and people don't really even see it or have any reason to care, you know? But actually showing up and being there and having a chat to someone out the front, and you know what I mean? Like being there in the front, and that actually is a lot more valuable. I think so too. What advice would you have for some artists that are struggling to stand out amidst the mass of artists we've got on social media nowadays? It's another one that sounds kind of obvious and like, but like, I think just being yourself and doing your thing is gonna like make you stand out a lot more than trying to like really intentionally craft something that you think's gonna like make you stand out, or like, you know what I mean? Like, instead of like really trying to look for a way to be noticed or stand out, I think just doing your authentic self is really what's going to do it. Because it's like, no one can really do that as good as you.
Right,
It sounds like a bit cliche,
but it's the truth, right?
I think it is, man.
And people, I think especially nowadays, people are gravitating towards authenticity. And just like, they can see through the bullshit. You know what I mean?
I think too, don't be afraid to be a little bit weird, you know? And look silly, you know? A lot of people are trying to really look cool, but like, I think it's a lot of people relate to it, are more driven, not driven, but more like, they gravitate towards people who can like, just be themselves and be a bit silly and not take it too seriously and just have a bit of fun, you know?
I think that's a good point that you've highlighted there as well. Everyone, or most people, are trying to be cool. Most people are trying to, you know, look right and act right and this and that. Being a little bit weird or silly or out there, I think is as long as it's genuine, is a great way to stand out.
100%, bro.
Is there any shout outs you want to give, upcoming shows, tracks of yours, anything at all, bro?
Upcoming shows, I don't know if it's announced yet. I think it is, but Dundee's dropping his album very soon, and is doing a little album launch for that in Hobart, so that's next month. So if you're around Hobart, get to that. He'll be doing one in Melbourne, I reckon too, but I don't think that's all been locked in, so get to that. Support the big rig from Tassie.
Fuck yeah.
That's about it.
No worries, man. Thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Much love.
Always a pleasure.
Peace.